Hey guys, behind me we have the 2017 Volvo XC90 T8R design. Today we're going to take a look at the tech and some really cool features. Let's start off with the Thor's Hammer LED lights. These are some amazing lights, one of the best lights on the market today, and as you can see, they're T-shaped or shaped like a Thor's Hammer. That's why they're called the Thor's Hammer LEDs. These are adaptive, of course. You have low beam down low, and then you have high beam up top. Really awesome, really cool, and as you can see, they look amazing at nighttime, but also in the daytime. And they're, of course, one of the best lights you can get in a car today. Something you guys have requested is, can I show you how to open and close the windows with the key? Press and hold the open button, mirrors unfold for a few seconds, and the windows open automatically. You don't even have to hold the key. Same thing to close them. Press lock and hold, and as you can see, the windows close automatically. This is nothing new in the car business today. The Germans have been doing it for decades, but it's really practical if you don't know about this feature. Here we have Volvo's 12-inch TFT digital gauge cluster. It's one of the best in the business today and is of really high resolution. It's just super cleanly laid out and really easy to use. To the left we have the speedometer. Inside the speedometer we have the speed limit, and down to the left we have the cruise control settings. Hit the cruise control button, you see a car pops up with distance markers. You can decrease or increase the distance with the button on the steering wheel. It's really easy to see what you're doing. It's really simple. Press to the right, you have pilot assist. To the left, you have adaptive cruise control. Hit the cruise control button once again, and then you turn off the system and the car disappears. To the right, we have the tach, or in this car, we have it now in pure mode. Pure electric mode. Since this is a hybrid, it shows you if you're running on electricity or if you're running on gasoline. The blue inside the circle indicates that we're in the battery power right now. In the middle we have map view, which is just super simple, large and easy to use and super practical, so you can use the 9-inch TFT multimedia screen for different functions while driving and still be able to navigate. Down to the right, once pressed the trip computer button on the steering wheel, we have the trip computer, which shows trip computer, media, phone, and navigation. Scroll down on the trip computer, you have a lot of functions, different readouts, whatever you need. This theme is called Performance, but you also have Glass, which looks like that, blue, really cool. Then you also have Minimalistic, not my cup of tea, looks cool enough. And then you have, lastly but not least, you have chrome rings, and this is the theme I've been using in my own XC90 for the past 1.5 years. Here we have Volvo's 9.3-inch Sensus infotainment system. It's been out for a few years now and they've constantly improved it. This is running the latest software version. You have one hard button, that's the home button, that's down here. We are home now, but you can also long press it to turn the screen off, and now nothing happens if you press the buttons. Then you can clean it. Really practical, really nice to know. You have 4 panes here. You have navigation, you have media, you have phone, and this one down here is selectable. You have a drop down menu just like on your phone, gets you to the owner's manual and to the settings. Once inside one of these panes, you drop it down again, and then you get the settings for that system. So we're now in the navigation system. Drop it down, you get navigation settings. Really easy, really simple, really intuitive actually. It works just like a tablet or like your smartphone. Press this to expand, and now you can see, if you've seen the previous Sensus software versions, this is now super clean. You have no buttons. The only button you have there is in the left corner. This was to the right before, and then you had a bunch of buttons that were here. They're now hidden there. You can expand and collapse that. When you collapse the screen, you get more buttons on the left. So this screen is actually smaller, but when you expand it, the screen's a bit bigger. Collapse that again, and then you have the radio settings or the media, which they've just tweaked a bit. You now have your favorites on the left here, which was a bit confusing because when I picked up the car, everything was reset, so there were no favorites, and I tried to find Bluetooth and I actually had to swipe to the left here, hit hit Bluetooth, and then it showed up in the favorite. So that's just something to note. Down here you have your phone, and that looks the same as before. You have contacts, recent, keypad, and so on and so forth. Really easy, really simple to use. And then if you collapse that again, you have, this is now to connection to services. There are no software updates, but it's not connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot, so you won't get anything up here. Collapse that again. But you know, they've just done a few software updates, a few tweaks, made it easier to use. This is on the left side now, which is of course much more intuitive because it's closer to you instead of having it far to the right. Just simple improvements making it better. If we go home again and then we swipe to the left, you don't have to swipe to the left, but I just wanted to show you guys, if when you press that, you collapse every menu. You go to the left, here you have your car functions and driver aids. Everything is located here, but you can also, if you long press, you can move these around just like icons on your smartphone. Go back home and then go to the right. We have applications. This car has a bunch downloaded. You have Spotify, you have local search, you have Yelp, Volvo ID, Park and Pay, so on and so forth. You can also move these around. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can do that. And then you drop this down, you have settings here. Really easy, really simple to use. You have the settings in the same place all the time. Something to note is if you go ahead and press the drive mode controller in the center console, you have individual mode. By default, individual mode is not activated, so you have to go into My Car, and then you have to choose, where do we have it? Individual drive mode. And then you have to activate it here, individual drive mode. So that's just something to know. A lot of people might not know that, but go into the settings and then you have to activate that. So all in all, it's just an improvement. It's quicker to respond. It just looks a bit better. It's a little simpler to use, and it's refreshing to get something that looks a bit new, though it's still the same old Sensus. Just like on your phone, it's fun to get a new software update. Just a few things I forgot to show you guys. If you press hold, right here, it says battery level sustained for later use. We don't have a charge now, so pressing that button won't do much. But this to the right for it is cold charge. So now the engine fires up and you can start the engine. This car has also, of course, lane keep assist, cross traffic alert, that's rear cross traffic alert, a heads up display, and this 360-degree camera, which is one of the most amazing features of any car. One of the best inventions in later years, if you ask me, because it makes parking, especially this large car, so easy, so simple, so playful. Let's go back, see what else we have here. We have road sign information, speed sign information. So this car just reads all the road signs and you get everything up in the TFT gauge cluster. This is also quite interesting. You can adjust the passenger seat by pressing that and then using the controls on the driver's seat. This one is also quite cool. So if you press this, the rear headrest will fall and collapse. Maybe not quite tech related, this car is equipped with the 19-speaker Bowers & Wilkins premium sound system with these amazing speaker grills, this beautiful tweeter on top of the dashboard. It just sounds amazing, and let's just let this track roll. This is copyright free music, royalty free music, so we can turn this up and let you guys listen to it a bit. So guys, that was just a short video about the tech and some cool features on this 2017 Volvo XC90 T8R design. Yeah, it's a mouthful. Hope you liked it. If you did, please drop me a like down below. And for more car content, guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.